What's up, Curlcraft fam? We're back with another video. This is my beautiful client Elizabeth, and look at all this hair. So today we are going to keep it long. We're gonna add tons of layers to give her some more volume. We're gonna give her, I'm not gonna tell you, you can see it later, but she does have a little bit of heat damage, so we're gonna work our best to like treat those pieces. And you know, we don't have to cut all her hair out to like get rid of that. It's just something we're gonna have to treat with time with some really good products, and we're just gonna transform her. So let's get right into it. So all we used was a quarter size amount, and she says she uses like half the bottle of conditioner to get through her whole head. If you need to use half a bottle, it's probably because what you're really buying is water and not product. So nice. So this is the, we're using, I would have used the Monat air dry cream, but we're out of it right now. So we're going to Joico Curls Like Us. I've been actually, I really like this cream, but once you have to switch it up though. So once you use it too much, your hair kind of gets used to it and you gotta switch it up. But if you're looking for something new, I do like it. I'm just gonna go ahead and detangle and brush that through. I'm just gonna split her hair in half. Just brush that through. Her hair is super long, oh my goodness. Yeah, definitely time for a cut. We're probably gonna cut a good inch. We're doing a long haircut, but with short layers because we do want to keep it as long as possible. So right now I'm just going in and cutting the perimeter of her hair. So her ends are not terrible, so we're just cutting off. Like if you come all the way down, you can see those little, you see how thin those ends are. So that's all we're cutting. We're only cutting what needs to come off because she wants to keep her length, but she hasn't had her hair as long as possible. But now, even though she has some heat damage, the only way to get rid of heat damage completely is obviously by doing a big chop. But we're not gonna do that because it's not necessary. As long as you're okay with some curls being a looser texture, then you could keep your length. But it just depends on how severe the heat damage is. Like her heat damage isn't, yes, there's a few pieces that have been manipulated badly, but we could still salvage it. Like sometimes it just depends on the severity of your heat damage on if we have to, whether to do a big chop or not. So with her, nah, like she still has a stronger curl pattern. It might not be the same pattern, it might not be as strong as what it used to be, but her curl pattern is still very much in there. So the reason why we're doing a wet cut is because we want to keep her length as much as possible. And depending on the texture, when I do a wet cut, I just can see that split ends a lot better and allows me to cut exactly what needs to come off and no more or no less. And then we can still give her a beautiful shape while doing, and you can see those sparse ends. And we can still give her a big, full, beautiful shape with doing a wet haircut. We're cutting some bangs. So when it comes to bangs, you always want to start at the chin. You never want to go, you always want to start at the chin to see where they bounce, because that bounce back is real. So we're going to start at the chin and then work our way up. The goal is to get the bang right at the, right on the eyebrow. So we're going to start at the chin and we're just going to cut at an angle to give those curls a nice dimension when they dry. So we're gonna cut, and then we're gonna ask her just to lean her head forward. And we're gonna give those curls a nice scrunch. She does have a looser curl pattern up here. So we're gonna go a little bit shorter because they are gonna bounce once we dry them. So we're gonna cut right above the lip next.
Otra con ese flow, mami, yo no creo que haya.
We're gonna get into the styling real quick. So the best time to style your hair is on soaking wet hair. The wetter the hair is, the better it's gonna absorb product and the better it's gonna hold a curl. And I'm gonna be using AG hair care today.
Cuando te quito el top y te toco todo. Ay, 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 baby, así es como se hace. Vamos a hacer que esto pase.
I am just raking in. It's a product called Recoil by AG, and it's a curl activator. So it's gonna help moisturize and help activate your curl pattern. And then we're gonna go in with the Liquid Effects Extra Holding Gel. I'm taking about like 2 quarter-size amounts and I'm raking that in all over. So what we're doing is, because we're gonna brush style her, but to make it a little bit easier for her at home, what we're doing first is just we're raking the products in all over first, making sure that her hair is nice and hydrated with that styling product. So we use a cream and we use a gel. And now we're gonna go in with the Mousse gel. And this is gonna help with curl retention. So we're just using products that are gonna help her curls bounce back up as much as possible. And we're only focusing on mid-shaft down to the ends, and I bring it up around the face framing just a little bit to smooth down that edge. And we're just gonna spray it with a little bit of water to make sure that her hair is properly saturating or absorbing that product. And so we're gonna go in and brush it off. So I'm gonna use a definition brush because I want you to have definition and the volume is gonna come in naturally. So now I'm going in.
But now I see the effects of the brush.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
So we're gonna go in and we're gonna section out her hair in sections to go in and brush out. And sectioning is gonna be your best friend when it comes to styling. It's gonna make it so much easier for you. So I'm gonna do 3 sections, and again, and the way you want your hair to lay, that's the way you're gonna style it. So we're gonna style it all back and just kind of let that shape fall into its place on its own. And this mousse is to help with curl retention. So it's gonna help give us as much bounce back as we possibly can. You hear that? If you don't hear that scrunch, it's because you ain't doing it right. Okay, whenever you're ready.
I'm so nervous. This is so crazy. The bangs are banging.
And like your roots aren't even 100% dry yet. Like,
wow. She's eating. The curls are back. Wow.
But do you see like how like the shorter pieces are like way.
This is the hair that I know. Like this is the hair I grew up with.
Yes.
Wow.
So eventually we'll get you all back there. These are just more relaxed.
But even this curl that was damaged, it's like
it's starting to grow.
She's
and
still
you
kind of tight.
and you haven't had a cut in a while, so it's gonna start to bounce up, and the more we cut, the more that definition will start to like come in. So comment down below if you love today's transformation, and if you want to use the products that I use, the link will be in the bio. And if you need a personal hair consultation, message me on Instagram. If you want to see more, feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and click the bell button down below so you never miss a video.